Hello vinyl community, how are you doing? I took a couple of days, the weekend was just chilling, watched a couple of movies, Jackie Chan movies actually. And yeah, just took it easy. There are plenty of video ideas that I would like to jump on, but you know, I only have so much time. This is just water. So yeah, there are a couple of contests I would like to take part in. Michael Pilmer's, the cat-related contest. Jeff Witcher just put out a contest, JT's Record Room. So, I would like to talk today about old inner sleeves and 5 last punk albums that I've bought. 2 of those 5 I've already shown briefly in my unboxing or finds videos. Anyway, I thought they deserve maybe more screen time. So I took 5 punk records that I bought. But before that, let's talk a little bit about inner sleeves. We all have had the pleasure of receiving records in these annoying little hard paper sleeves. Disgusting. Anyway, almost ensured to give scuffs to your brand new record. No worries. At least some companies decided to add a little polyline sleeving inside. I like this much more. Then we of course know this MoFi style. This is not MoFi, as you can see. Of course it's neat to see the record inside, but it's not a must for me. And then sometimes we got this, you know, this is from a Greek release of Black Sabbath Sabotage. But still I would prefer this paper over the very hard type of paper sleeves that a lot of new records seem to have. When I bought this MC5 reissue, sounds fantastic. This is the uncensored one. Is the gatefold. They had a very nice inner sleeve replica inside, a replica of the old style. So I don't know, I guess what I'm going here with is that why cannot companies nowadays invest that extra few cents to make a proper inner sleeves? Okay, this is also just paper, so I'm not saying this is the ideal long-term solution to store your records in, but it's neat, it's nostalgic, so cool. And also where I'm getting what the reason why I even wanted to make this little thing about inner sleeves. For instance, this Decca one. Why record companies, even if they do a plain paper sleeve insert, you know, the cheapest kind, is it so much if to print the basic rules about record, you know, how to store and keep your records in good condition, how it should be stored, protect records from all sources of heat, fires, well, duh. Yeah, the equipment, everything. Like, it's like if you have this and you're a newbie, I mean, so many questions answered. Okay, granted we have YouTube and Google, so you can find everything by da 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 da. Okay, the other side is empty, but I don't know, Decca is quite known label, so I mean, I don't know. I really miss seeing this kind of thing. But what I really love is this Finnish one. A little bit more, just a bit more even graphic designing. It says basically modern, nykyaikainen äänilevy ei vähästä säikähdä. It's like modern record does not, rough translation doesn't get scared easily. But it means basically that they don't get damaged like you would think. They're not as fragile as one might think. Okay, I'm not gonna translate the whole shit, but here, store your records like this, always in the sleeve and in a sleeve bag, rather in a vertical position, room temperature, not in direct sunlight, not near any earth heat sources. It says here, clean your needles, wash them regularly. This one, it says basically that don't be a cheapskate when it comes to buying a turntable. I mean, don't buy the cheapest of cheapest things, because for obvious reasons. And here also it says clearly that learn how to hold the records correctly. Scratch of a nail, fingerprint, all these, and over time, deteriorates. That's the word. Yeah, but anyway, so, okay, here there are some, again, just other releases. So, losing my train of thought here constantly. Yeah, so I don't know, wouldn't it be neat, in your opinion? Let me know in the comments below to still get inner sleeves with, you know, basic instructions. I mean, I think it's helpful. It makes even the basic paper inner sleeve a little bit more special, don't you think? That's how I see it. Anyhow, let's go to the 5 latest punk rock albums that I have bought. I knew of this band. I never really listened to it a lot. I knew, seen it in documentaries and stuff. It's Television, Adventure. This is their sophomore album. Yeah. Can you read it? It's focused. Yeah, there's a hype sticker on the other side too. This is a reissue of from 2014 by Elektra. Yeah, I think it sounded nice. I mean, Television, it's one of those New York early punk bands, and you know, CBGBs, regulars, and has a lot, but when I heard this first time, I sat down and listened to it full. I kept thinking how it reminds me of Talking Heads, the early 2-3 albums. And not to say that it's a complete like copy, I don't mean that, just that it has a lot of similar vibes, and so it's new wave, a bit artistic approach, artsier than your regular, you know, simple punk, a little bit more fancier approach, if that's a good word to be used here, a little bit more out there. Is that a good thing to say in this anyway? Fuck. It had a nice thick inner sleeve. Now talking about inner sleeves, still back to inner sleeves. Yeah, I don't mind this kind of inner sleeves also. It's just a bitch to take them out often. Okay, static is holding it so much there. Anyway, I really like this record. I liked it more than I thought I would. First listening, I was a bit like, yeah, it's good, but the second time, really liking it. And all the songs that I really like, Days, surprisingly long songs as well, for a punk record. That's how the label looks. This was another album that I bought just not too long ago. Gigi Allin always is, was, and will be. Shall be. Yeah, this is turned out to be an unofficial release. It sounds alright, so I decided to keep it. So, yeah, but this, of course, originally released in 1980. I think there is no filler in this album. Nice short record overall, very energetic. Gigi is doing, I think, his best vocal work ever, that he ever did in this one. Catchy songs. David Peel. Wasn't David Peel that guy who was friends with John Lennon and made this King of Punk stuff and marijuana? Let's go to the next record. I also discussed about this one in one of my episodes, but not really so much. That is Sloppy Seconds. I always like to hype this band whenever I get the chance. I think this band should have gotten a little bit more recognition, but granted, again, the singer's voice has divided. I know many of my friends got put off by this band because of the singer's voice, but I think it's nice and snotty, junk rock. Myers Girl, Ras Meyer Girl, in other words. So they are big fans of B movies, exploitation. I guess those in North America will know this game more. I've never seen this. That's the one they're playing. Anyway, there's Tracy Lords, put out by Tang Records. Merch sheet. And it had a lyric sheet too. If you don't know it and you... it's a good reference. If you like Dickies, Ramones, Misfits, The Adverts, those come to mind. Pretty likely that you will like the Sloppy Seconds, if you can get past the singer's voice. And now it's another recent reissue, and this is from 2019 by Parallel Phone. Stiff Little Fingers, Inflammable Material. Nice, sturdy. You can see my policy is the dog is barking in the background. He thinks he saw a cat there somewhere. So, excuse me, Northern Ireland, Irish band. This came with very sturdy, cool, inner sleeve with lyrics. I think it sounds fantastic for that price. I'm nothing but happy. I recommend buying this if you can find it somewhere. But this one is great, raw sounding, primitive punk rock, I think, from Northern Ireland. Check it out. I love the singer's voice. It's really... This is another one that I've had in one of my unboxing ones, but another band that I also want to always give a shout out if possible, and it is in my, safely say, in my top 10 favorite bands ever. That is the Australian Hard-Ons. If you don't know and you like Motorhead, Ramones, those bands, Descendants, etc., you will like this band. Anyway, originally there were three. Drummer was the main singer. Then once the drummer vocalist left, then Blackie, the guitarist, took the singing duties, and he does it very well as well. I like his voice, very distinctive style. Yeah, this band, I've told it before, mixes very well different genres. I always think that, and especially on this album, there is kind of a psychedelic rock atmosphere all over the album, I think. Psychedelic rock per se, but it has this, because of the amount of fuzziness and guitar effects Blackie has sometimes, and his guitar melodies and solos, they are like not your typical punk. It is very punk, the attitude and the way it's done, very melodic, and I think they are excellent, very talented songwriters and musicians. You can tell that it's been recorded, I think, pretty fast with just some overdubs, but it sounds huge. I recommend buying any Hard-Ons album. Henry Rollins is a big fan, and I've said it before, they made a cover of AC/DC song, Let There Be Rock. Check it out on YouTube, easy to find. So Hard-Ons, now they have very stupid songs which are funny, like they have songs about farts, girls, you know, things like Ramones did, similarly. So, you know, you can see the influences and hear, and I don't want to drag this video too long. I just wanted to show those 5 punk albums that I bought in the last 6 months. I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you again for everyone who's done a video entry to the contest. Really cool. I like to see all the diverse selections. Without any further delays, I really hope I didn't forget something. I always have this feeling. Next video also I want to do some shout-outing. I want to give some shout-outs to many channels. There are just so many cool channels I wish to give a shout-out. And as I'm filming this, George Allin LPs and CDs commented, "Hey Doc, I got my video posted." Okay, on that note, I'm gonna go and see, George, your video entry. I leave you be. I want to give huge, humble thank yous to all the old subscribers and the new subscribers. Anyone who comes and comments and watches my videos, it means a lot to me. That gives me more energy to do this, and I want to keep doing this. Hey, I wish you all a fantastic week. Take care. Be nice to each other. And I guess that's it. That'll be all, folks. Take care of each other. Be safe.
Where did she come from?